Welcome to the Slowdown, a space to pause, breathe, and come back to yourself. I'm Catherine, a yoga teacher and embodiment guide, and together we'll explore what it looks like to live with intention through reflection and somatic practices. This podcast is for you if you are moving through change, overwhelm, or you're just looking for a more mindful, embodied way of being in our world today. So grab a warm drink, get comfy, and let's settle in together. How's the summer starting off for you? We picked our kids up on their last day of school and drove straight to Awenda Provincial Park for a few days of camping. And when we got to our campsite, we realized that we didn't have reception. I have a total of 2 pictures from the trip, and my phone died that first night. We didn't have any way of charging them either. And so suddenly the only way we knew what time it was by pulling out one of our Kindles to check. And it was quite an experience. Honestly, one of the first things I noticed was how often I reach for my phone to check the time, to check emails, Instagram, to make notes, to take pictures, to look something up, even if it's just out of habit. It was actually kind of shocking. Not because I didn't know that I use my phone a lot, but the experience really showed how automatic it has all become. I reached for it without even thinking. And what I noticed was how just having it nearby pulls me out of the present moment, right? Even if I'm not actively using it, part of my attention feels tied to it. Like there's always this subtle awareness of what I could be checking, or something waiting for me, or something I should be responding to. And I didn't like noticing that. It felt like there was an energy of anxiety attached to it, of urgency. Something always in the background of my awareness. And not having access to it felt really uncomfortable, to be honest. And now when I notice discomfort, I get curious. And so I also noticed that I felt more free. I noticed more. By the end of the trip, I wasn't being pulled away from the present moment quite as much. And coming home, I've been thinking a lot about it. Because the reality is, our world asks us to be connected all the time now. Always reachable, always available, always consuming something or checking something. And so, how do we protect our attention? How do we strengthen our focus? How do we stay connected without constantly feeling pulled away from the present moment? I don't really have a solution yet. I'm still figuring out what this looks like in practice. But this little break away, this forced break, was a push for me to take some action. And so far 2 things have come up for me as starting points, as the first steps. And so first, I found a place to leave my phone, almost treating it more like a landline when I'm at home. And then second is to make a list of things that I actually want my attention focused on right now. A list of the things that matter most to me, and the parts of my life that I want to be present for. And so putting that list on my dresser so I see it every morning, and it can act like a reminder of what matters and what I want to be giving my attention to. So many experiences in life are opportunities to expand our awareness if we're open to it. Sometimes the shift is simply moving from, why is this happening to me, into, what is this experience helping me to notice? And so let's take a nice, easy inhale through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. We'll get into our somatic practice for the week, and I'll call it Finding Our Focus. This week, we're working with our attention, not trying to force it or narrow it down, but just noticing where it actually goes. So to start, just arrive in your body. You can sit or lie down. Let your eyes soften or close if that feels okay. And begin by noticing where your attention is right now. Not judging, just noticing. When you pause here, is it in your breath? In a thought? Your surroundings? See if you can gently track it, like you would follow a thread, not needing to change it. Just noticing where it naturally goes. Now bring your awareness into your body, feeling the points of contact, your feet, or your seat, or your back, wherever you're being supported. And notice what happens to your attention when you come into contact with sensation. Does it feel easy or unfamiliar? To notice the sensations in your body. I'm simply right here noticing those points of contact. Is it easy to focus? Does your mind start to scatter? Knowing it's all okay. Now we'll begin to explore something different. Instead of letting attention go wherever it wants to go, try choosing a place to place it. Maybe the breath moving in the body. Maybe your hands resting. Maybe the space around your heart or your belly. Just one place. Then stay here for a few breaths. Knowing that it's okay if your attention drifts, right? Just returning when it does. And then we'll widen it again. So let your attention expand out from that one point to the whole body. And then from the body to the space around you. And from the space around you to the room that you're in. Not losing that center point, but letting it exist within something larger. And now notice what it's like to hold focus and expansion at the same time. Right? To have this point of contact and also awareness of the wider field. We don't need to figure it out, right? Just notice. And we'll take a slow breath in and an easy breath out. And how did that feel for you? Being compassionate with yourself, right? Speaking to yourself as if you would speak to a friend. We'll take one more breath in and let it out, letting your system land. Just awareness of where you are. Maybe blinking the eyes open if they were closed. As you move through the next couple weeks, I invite you to keep noticing where your attention goes. Because when we bring greater awareness to our thoughts, our emotions, sensations, and patterns, we can live with more intention. Embodiment sessions support the expansion of awareness in the present moment. If you're interested in personal growth, or navigating a life transition, or simply want a space to explore yourself more deeply, book a session this summer. Embodiment sessions can be in person on Fridays or online. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this episode supported you in any way, I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment, a review, and share it with someone who might need it too. You can connect with me on Instagram at embodiedjourney_, where I share reflections, practices, and gentle reminders to live with more intention. You can find links to my website and ways to connect in the show notes. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep coming back to what feels supportive for you. I'm so glad you're here.